times when you might feel aimless. You can't see the places where you belong, but you will find that there is a purpose sitting there within you all along. When you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon the stars to hear out your heart. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us, oh, is glorious. You will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you start to wake up to the sounds that are in their hearts. It's so amazing what we're all creating. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us, oh, is glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. That you feel and don't feel. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays the piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us, oh, is glorious. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome to the Balance Me show, a visit to the Bloom Lounge on the Family Life by L Cubed. And I'm your host on this show. I'm fondly called the Queen of Family Life, Queen of Premium Family Life Practice by my tribe. And I tell people that I'm an organized being who is graced to solve complex problems with ease, such that every encounter with me takes you to a place of clarity, promoting your personal bliss. So I welcome you all to tonight's show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It happens every other month. So it's a bi-monthly event. We have it in January, in March, in May, July, September, and the last one for this year will be coming up in November. So we've had different editions. The first one, we had the forgiveness process. You can always catch up that on our YouTube channel. Then we had the power of incantation or affirmations. Then in May, we had the power of journaling. Then in July, we had the power of meditation and visualization. And this month of September, we are looking at the power of choices. The power of choices. And I did a bit of research on when we say choices, what exactly do we mean? We are saying the act of being able to choose between two or more possibilities. So when I say someone has a choice, the person has the opportunity to choose between two things, either one or two, or if you have maybe three or more possibilities, the person has to choose, the person has to make a choice. So choices is the act of choosing. the act of saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm going with. Good. So tonight we'll be looking at how powerful the choices we make are. How the choices we make are powerful. There's a saying that you cannot live extraordinary life by making ordinary choices or ordinary decisions. So if you want to live an extraordinary life, you need to make decisions that are extraordinary. One of my mentors tell me from time to time, and I've held on to that amateurs, or rather professionals, do daily what amateurs do once in a while. So if you want to be good at what you do, if you want to be great at what you do, it begins from the choices that you make. What are the choices that you're daily making? What are the decisions that you're daily making? Are they decisions that are moving you towards purpose, to the fulfillment of purpose? Or are they decisions that are taking you outside of where you're going, outside of purpose? So we're going to be looking at that tonight. I did a little bit of research on choices, the quotes, on choices, some quotes. I love quotes, and I, from time to time, I search to just listen to what people have come up with over the years. And I'll read a little bit, to us this evening. It says, life presents many choices. The choices we make determine our future. Life presents many choices. The choices we make determine our future. And that's by Catherine Paulson. It's a particular book I'm reading at the moment. And in that book, it tells the story of a young boy who saw his schoolmates, to the college. He desired to also go to college, but unfortunately, he didn't have the resource at that point in time to go to college. So what did he do? He decided, to swindle, and to do all manner of things that are not good. And at the end of the day, he was caught. His desire was fantastic. He wanted to go to school. He wanted to get education. He wanted to improve. But the way he went about it, not so good. And he had to deal with the consequences of making a wrong. Yes, his desire was legitimate, but the choice he made, destroyed or slowed down. Because the truth is, even if he chooses, after he has served his term, to retrace his steps, he can still amount to something great in life. So our choices that we make, the choices that we make based on the life to us determines our future. Determines our future. Let's look at another quote able to lay my hands on. It says, any decision I make is the biggest decision of my life. Some of the opinion that, it's just a little decision, or it's just something small, but everything, is adding, we ought to remember that whatever we are doing today, to do it well. So that when we look at today, tomorrow, which means today has become yesterday, we are happy about our life today. And by the time we get to tomorrow, which is our future, glad at the decisions we had made today in the future. It's very important decision of our lives. It's the biggest decisions of our lives. Another quote by, when bad things happen to you, for what you can learn from it. If you focus on the bad, you are doomed to repeat it. You are doomed to repeat it. So it's very important, that it's very important that we take learnings from whatever situation we find ourselves. Because the situation we are in is as a result of the choices that we've made. So whatever situation we find ourselves in, we need to, take learning from them so that we do not make the same wrong decision. If it happens to be a wrong, do not make the wrong decision again. There's one last quote that I would like us to look at, and it's by Anthony Robbins. It says, "Your life changes the moment you make a new, congruent, and committed decision." Your life changes. So, what are the decisions we are daily making? What are the choices that we are daily making? Are they pushing us towards those things that we want to see about ourselves, or they are taking us away? Are they pushing us towards, or they are taking us away? Very important. Decisions as regards our education, as regards our finances, decisions as regards our marital life, decisions as regards the children, decisions as regards our career. What are the decisions we are making? Decisions as regards our spiritual growth. What are what are the choices that we are making? Are these choices helping us? Are these choices supporting us? Are these choices pushing us towards the future that we see? Are these choices pushing us towards the future that we see, or they are taking us away? Or they are taking us away. Very, very important. The choices that we are daily making, what are they doing to us? We need to remember that every choice we make has consequence. Every choice we make per time has consequences or have consequences. So if I make a decision or if I make a choice to study when others are playing, the consequence, or I make a choice to play when others are studying, the consequence is there. When I make a decision to invest, to save, or rather not to invest or not to save, when the opportunity is there, the consequences awaits. So the choices we make per time are very, very important. First, we make choices, and then the choices make us. So you first of all make your choice, and then you find out the choices begin to make you. The choices begin to make you. So what are the choices we are making per time? What are the choices, those little choices that we are consistently making? What are they adding to us? Are they making us better individuals, or they are taking us far from the vision of the future that we see? Some people will say, "Oh, it's just this little thing. It's inconsequential. It's just, doesn't matter. It's fine. It's okay." No, it's not okay. It's a big deal. Are you the type that is watching his or her weight and you're taking sweets? It's not okay. Before you know it, you blow up. Are you the type, that you need to get into the exercise mode much more? And you tell yourself, "Oh no, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh no, I'll do it day after tomorrow." No, get up, do that which is needful. Do that which will make your life better. The choices you make will make you at the end of the day. The choices you make will make you at the end of the day. Especially if the choices are negative, you need to be careful. Oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, it's just this once. Oh, no one will really know. Oh, everybody's doing it. You have to remember that it's impacting your life as you go along. You have even a choice to make as regards the emotion that you churn out. You can choose to be angry and you can choose not to. Because when we get angry, we can destroy a good relationship. You can choose to consistently spend all that you earn, nothing put aside. You find out that you continue to live from paycheck to paycheck, and God help you. If there's no job, that means you have to start looking for who is going to support you, who's going to help you. You know, for those of us, with the government, those of us who are in business, or those of us who are expected to turn in our taxes, if we choose not to, the taxman will come after us. If we choose not to do the right thing, the consequences is always there. If you choose to go, do without doing the right thing for a long time, it will come at some point. It will come and it will meet up with you at some point. So you need to remember that the choices you make you at the end of the day. The choices you make you at the end of the day. So there's a question I would like to, just put to us, and I'll at the same time answer. So how do we get better at making, the great choices? How do we get better by making great choices? When you are clear as regards what you want. So if what I want is maybe financial independence, so the choices I am making as regards my money will be different from someone who is not interested in getting rich or being wealthy. If I'm interested in getting rich and being wealthy, the choices that I'll make will be different from someone who is not interested in that. When I'm looking out for investment opportunities, when I'm looking for, how to increase my income, what else can I do with my business, to have more reach, to be able to get more clients, to be able to put out more value. Someone who is not interested in that will not get himself or herself, involved in such. Will not get himself or herself involved in such. So, what you want, when you are clear as regards what you want to achieve, it will impact the choices you're making. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you. So, the what you want to achieve will impact the choices you're making. It will impact the choices you're making. If you want to build a multi-billion-dollar business, you will wake up early. You will focus. You will think of how to generate sales. You will think of how to build a great team. You will think of how to make, strategic choices. You keep your vision, before you daily. You remind yourself of where you're going to on a day-to-day basis. I can remember there was a time I had to, do something, and I was a little bit scared. I was a little bit scared. But I had to tell myself that, Ayo, you have to put in your best. At this point in time, the choice that you have to make is to put in your best. You have to burn the night candle. You have to study hard. You have to. You can't afford not to put in your best at this point in time. I had to look at my vision board to remind myself of where I'm going, of who I am. I did my affirmations, I prayed, just to remind myself. So the choices I was making at that point in time was to remind myself of where I'm going to. So I made the choice of looking at my vision board. I made the choice of doing my affirmation. I made the choice of praying. I made the choice of studying and studying very hard, because I've come to realize that if I pray and I don't study, I'm just deceiving myself. And at the end of the day, all the choices came together. So also, if you want to build a great marriage that I'm very, very passionate about, I'm passionate about the family, I'm passionate about the home front, I'm passionate about spouses, I'm passionate about children, if you want to build a great marriage, you cannot afford not to know. You have to sow seeds of love. You have to be understanding. You have to, improve yourself. You have to get better. You have to ensure your family has a vision. You have to ensure your family has values, that they stand by. You have to reaffirm your love for, one another in that family, to your children, to your spouse from time to time. So these are choices you have to make. You have to keep checking, what are we doing that is not, supporting us? What are we doing that is not moving us further in this our relationship? So the choices you make in your marriage as well, every single day, very important. Taking yourself out on dates, having your family time, having your open days, very important. These choices will ensure that your home continues to thrive. Your home continues to thrive. And even for those of us who are spiritual, if you want to build a great relationship with God, you have to make sure you spend time with Him from time to time, to hear what He has to say to you, because He speaks. He even speaks through nature. He speaks through the works of His hands. The rains, the sun, the moon, everything that shows, that comes out, everything you can see with your eyes. So you have to ensure that you daily make the right choices. You daily make the right choices. So what happens to you on the long run is based on the decisions, that you're making. Is based on the decisions you're making. Yeah, thank you, Toyin. We are the reflection of our choices, absolutely. So the choices that we make per time, we are a reflection of it. If I choose to grow, if I choose to study, if I choose to be just, laid back and lackadaisical, it will show in the results I'm bringing out. So what are our choices? What are the choices that we are daily making? What are the choices we are daily making? Very, very important that we, take time to, we take time to think about, one, what do I want? Yes, you must be clear about what you want. If you're clear about what you want, you can be sure that your choices will always be in line with that thing you want. So if you're the type that anything goes, that means the choices you make to just be anything goes. So what are the choices we've made so far? What are the choices we've made as we're building our career, as students, for those of us who are students, as married people, as single individuals? What are the choices we daily make? What are the choices we daily make? Because these choices will either make us or destroy, will either make us or mar us. So we need to make up our minds. We need to make up our minds from time to time. What choices am I making? And part of the things I tell people that I'm privileged to have conversations with is you can always, you have, you have 100% control over the choices that you make. Before you make a decision, because before you make a choice, you would have had, no matter how small the time is, a little amount of time to think about it. So if you want to get upset with someone, you have a little window to decide whether I want to get upset with this person or not. So in that little window, you can decide one way or the other. But one thing I would want you to have at the back of your mind is whatever decision you come to, whatever choice you make, is it serving me? Is it serving me? Am I happy with what I'm saying about myself? Am I glad with what I'm saying about myself at the end of the day, based on the choices I've made? And I just want us to reflect for a few seconds, for a few minutes. Over the last few years, what are the choices you've made? Let's even say over the last few, in this year, what are the choices you've made? Have they served you? Just take time to think. Have they served me in my business? The decisions I've made, the choices I've made, have they served me? In my home, as a husband, as a wife, as a child, as a son, as a daughter, as a sibling to someone, as a sister, as a brother, as a parent. The choices I've made this year, have they served me? Have they moved me towards the fulfillment of purpose? Or they've taken me far away from what I really, really want? It's something for us to think about. We need to, from time to time, pause and take stock. At the beginning of the year, what were the things I said I wanted to do? Have I stuck with them? Or have I made a different choice from what I, started off with at the beginning? Very important, because the choices we make, let's not forget, either make us or break us, either make us or mar us. So today we are just, reminding us and encouraging us to be mindful of the choices we're making from time to time, to be mindful of the choices, we are getting ourselves into from time to time. Some of us, we are unnecessarily, involved in so many activities, so that we are drained at the end of the day, so that we cannot really say, this is what I've been able to do. This is what I've been able to achieve. This is what I've been able to, bring together in this space of time, because we've dissipated so much energy in the wrong things, in the wrong places, getting ourselves unnecessarily entangled with things we ought not to have any business with. So what are the choices you're making? Because the choice you make has the power to take you to that next level, or to take you years behind. What are the choices? What are the choices? What are the things you find yourself doing? What are the things, you find yourself succumbing to? Someone comes to you to tell you this, to tell you that, and you are not doing a deep think about it. You just jump into it. You do not give it a second thought. You just jump into it. And there are some of us, we are the yes people. When anybody has anything to say, it is yes. It is yes. You need to be able to bring out your no too from time to time. You need to be able to say, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not getting myself involved in this. It's a choice. Because at that point in time, it's not serving you. Your no should also, come to the fore when you know that what you want to get yourself involved in wouldn't, be a blessing to you at the end of the day. So what are the things that are tearing you apart? What are the relationships that you've gotten yourself involved in that are making it impossible for you to be at your best? That are making it impossible for you, to come with the best of the best of the best of the best. What are the choices? Those choices you've made, and you can always say, oh, this hasn't served me so far. This choice I've made has not served me, and today marks the end. Today marks the end. There's another book I read, and I read it consistently for a long time. Actually, it's called the Science of Getting Rich. And one of the things in that book, that struck me is the fact that be concerned with what you're doing today. Be concerned. The choices you're making today, very important. What are the choices you're making today? Forget about the choices you've made yesterday. Forget about the choices you'll make in the future. Be concerned about the choices you're making today. Because when you focus on the choices you're making today, by the time you get into tomorrow and today becomes yesterday, you won't have any regrets. Because you've taken your time to make the right choices today. So we need to be in the present. We need to focus on the things we have today. Let your choices today be that which you'll be proud of. Let the choices you're making today be that which, when you think back, you're glad and you can say, whoa, I did good. I did well. So be focused on today. Let the choices today serve you. So that when today becomes yesterday, you're happy at what you delivered yesterday. And by the time you get into tomorrow, which now becomes a today, you do well again. You do it well again. So it's very important that, you are clear about what you want to achieve, such that the choices you make per time are serving what you want to achieve. The choices you make per time are serving what you want to achieve. So what are the choices you're going to, subscribe to after today? As regards your health, as regards your wealth, as regards your career, as regards your education, as regards your relationship with God and even people around you. What are the choices? What are the choices you're going to make from today? Are they going to continue to serve you? Or they're going to take you far away from that future that you see. And for those of us who are married, what are the choices we are making? There are quite a number of us who are having challenges in our homes. There are quite a number of us who are having issues with our children. What are the choices we've made concerning these issues? Have we made up our mind to just stay there and just let it be? Or we've chosen, to seek help, professional help. And for those of us who are, in that marriage space, who are having challenges, in our marriage, in organization, we have a 3-month marriage enrichment coaching program, which you can sign up for. You can either sign up as an individual, one-on-one for a one-on-one coaching with me, or you come in as a group. A group is starting off for 3 months from Saturday, every Saturday in October, November, and the first 3 Saturdays in December. So if you happen to have challenge in your marriage and you want someone that can hold your hands, you can make the choice of working with me. I can work with you one-on-one, and I can work with you, as a group. And like I said, we're is starting up on Saturday. You can reach out to us through our contacts on our YouTube page, and even for those who are watching on Instagram, you can send us a DM. So those are choices that you can make. How to handle your children, how to work, with a difficult spouse, how to work with a child that is, difficult. You can reach out to us. It's a choice you're making because you already have a future. You're clear about what you want. You're even having challenge with yourself, you're having challenge with your temper, with relating with people, for those who are intending, who wants to get married, you can also choose to get a coach to work with you as you prepare to get married. We also offer that service in our organization, and you can always reach out to us. So what are the choices you're making? What are the choices you're making as regards your career? Are you satisfied with where you are? Do you just want to stay there? Or you're thinking of ways of getting better? Are you still satisfied with your health? Or you know that there is more concerning your health? Are you satisfied with your finance? Are you happy with what you're bringing in? You have the right to be rich. You have the right to be rich. Everything is available for you to take hold of. Everything, everything. So what are the choices you are making to ensure that you get to that future that you want? So tonight, I would like you to just, before you retire, for as many of us who are in the night season, and for those who are in the afternoon or in the morning, just take time during the day and just think, what are the things? What are the choices I've made over the years? Have they really served me? What are the things I've believed of myself, of my family, of my career, my person served me? Because those are choices. And the thing is, your belief will drive your behavior. And you can be sure, trust me, your behavior will always deliver the results. So if your belief is contrary to what you want, you can be sure that it will drive your behavior and you will always get a contrary result. But you have to make up your mind. What do I want? You must be clear. And I said that you must be clear. What do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? Then whatever you want to achieve, you begin to work on your belief that will drive the behavior that will deliver that which you want for you. So if you are the type that believe, oh, I cannot lose weight, the behavior you will have with that belief system is you just keep eating. But if you believe, oh, I can become trained, I can work on myself, you find out that your eating also, gets better. Exercise to burn some calories. And at the end of the day, you get the results that you want. So, what are the choices you've made so far? What are the choices you've made? And what are the results it has given to you? It has delivered to you. What are the results it has delivered to you as an individual? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. And make necessary adjustment. Think about it and make necessary adjustments. Very, very important. What are the things that you have done, the choices you've made, so far, have they helped you? First, you make your choices, then your choices make you. Let that always ring. Let that always ring. First, you make your choices, and your choices make you. So I leave you with this question tonight. What are the choices you're making? What are the choices you're making? What are the choices you're making? Are they serving you? Are they moving you towards the fulfillment of purpose? Are they moving you? Are they moving you? Are they moving you? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today on Balance Me Show, a visit to the Bloom Lounge, where we, share the tools that you need for balanced living. And like I said, in January, we did forgiveness process. In March, we did the power of incantation affirmation. In May, we did journaling. Then in July, we did the power of meditation and visualization. And today, we are doing the power of choice. And by November, we are going to do the power of gratitude. The power of gratitude. What happens when you're full of gratitude? What happens when you're the grateful one? What happens? So that's going to be the last balance issue for this year. And I intend to bring someone on board. Yeah, to bring someone on board to join us, even as we talk about the power of gratitude. And I trust that each and every one of us would have looked at our lives, checked out the choices we've made so far, taken out those things that are not taking us towards where we are going, and ensure that our choices are consistently serving us. Our choices are consistently bringing out the best in us. So that when today becomes yesterday and we look back, we are happy at what we are saying. And when tomorrow becomes today, we are happy at the kind of life we are living. Thank you so much and have a good weekend. God bless. So we see you again in November. All the best. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much. And for those of us who have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's Family Life by L Cubed on YouTube. Family Life by L Cubed. Please subscribe and also turn on the notification button. To have a great weekend and see you again on the Balance Me show in November. But we'll meet next week, Tuesday, for insights and knowledge sharing with the Queen. God bless.